Shalom, family. Glory be to God. Blessed be the Lamb. Well, let me ask you something. What set you off? I mean, what sent you off the edge? What made you feel some kind of way? You're going to have to remind me because I tend not to leave anything or anyone out because I have determined that you're going to be equal. You're going to get this one way or the other, but that's not the point. Um, what what exactly did I say that made you feel some kind of way? What exactly did I say that set you off? Because I say a lot. This morning alone, I think I went from talking about the loss of the freedom of speech and other inalienable rights. The buyout of the government, who controls all we hear and see, and how I would like to see how they gain so much power as being 2% of the population. I talked about a lot of things. What exactly set you off? Or was it all of them? Or was it the fact that I used the term house nigger? Did that set you off? Is that offensive now? I could be wrong, but I'm trying to figure out exactly what set you off in such a broad audience. It's a very broad audience. What exactly set you off? Maybe the attack on so-called divinity? Or was it the fact that I went out of my way to attack the few standing quote unquote religions that I hadn't already? These things are gonna straighten, yet you feign some type of offensive. You have this, you're being offended. And you know what that comes from? Because you've done it so often. So often. It's like second nature. And devil be damned if anyone speaks on it, because it's second nature. This is your normal. This is your normal. Or maybe it was the fact that I called America one big plantation, and that they're really just in the employ of the plantation. But that was time. That was time for all of this to be altered. That was time. But like I said, you have this determination about yourself that no one can do anything about. No one. Even when it leads you off a cliff or leads you to where we are, now. To where we are now. So what should happen? Is it the fact that I brought up MK Ultra, psychological operations? Did that send you? You can't. You can't. So, where are we now? You're angry and offended or feel offended at some segments of the population, while at the other time, the rest of the segments feel duty bound or employed to secure or to otherwise protect the sensibilities of the very same population as they do what they do. No, we're not going to do it. Everybody is equal. Listen, I started this fight with my own brothers. You think you mean more to me? What should be happening? Considering everything. What should be happening? All our parts are on the table. We know what we know, we've seen what we've seen, and we said what we said. Maybe it was the fact that I call them devil worshippers. Well, they are. What the hell you want me to say? Oh, just don't mention that. Why would I not? I'm not a devil worshipper. I worship God, and God don't like them, and I work for God as a representative if I still got my job. Man, messing with y'all, man, I be done lost my position. I be done lost my wings, my damn promise of bonuses, my way back home. Come on, man. Give a nigga like me a break. Damn. It's like flying through the sky, through a sky that's full of flak. You know what flak is? Flying hot metal. They're all trying to shoot you down. You're constantly hearing it hit the fuselage of the airplane. Boom, boom, rocking the plane, exploding beside you. Damn, man. Damn. Stop shooting, please. No, we can't stop shooting. Offended at some point. He's been offended. He see no reason why you shouldn't be. Are you better than him? Are you better than him? Then why? Anyway, the math is quite simple. We all do what we do. We all do what we do. So what have you found offensive? Should we be quiet in the face of our own detriment? Is that what we should do? Should we be quiet in the pool as the water is freaking rising? Should we be quiet when we know such things as in 75 years that the black man will be largely extinct without intervention? These are the things we know. We also know that you're possessed by evil spirits, lots of them. So what would you have us do? Sit back and watch the evil spirits just run over us like they ran over you? Even though we know that they can't handle us. They cannot handle me. You can send 1,000 of them. I've been wrapped in clouds of them, like fucking pig pen, and not one was able to do anything. I've been driving down streets after whooping some ass, some of the demonic ass, the spiritual raping that we put on their ass. They have a reach of about 1.5 miles, and they have like a sentry on every other block waiting on you to pass by. So that spirit, angry spirit, can just hop, boom. I'm telling you, like they can come through solid stuff. Nigga, you can't come through solid stuff. Only I can do that. You can't do that. You have to, open doors and push buttons and switches and stuff like that. Like I said, these spiritual clowns are limited to the capabilities of the human body. Would you choose the failed at finding and neutralizing and murdering and emasculating leaders and looking for the Messiah? Am I responsible for the FBI's failure? Am I responsible for the FBI's failure? Are you having some kind of a knee-jerk reaction at the proclivities, law enforcement proclivities of your father? Are there failures? And are you projecting the bullshit onto me? Now that's probably not the damn of the case, because you're not that complicated. You're not. It's mostly knee-jerk reaction based on the so going to happen. Okay? And we also said for 2 or 3 years that if I speak for source, and that should tell you a lot. That's if I still got my damn job messing with y'all ass. I mean, he said I didn't have a replacement, but sometimes I wonder about the order of things here. But that's none of your business. That's none of your business. Your business is what's going on between us, both as the world and the United States and locally, and whether it be by policy at any level or by understanding of the rest of society. This is what's going on here. We're simply saying no. For that kind of privilege, you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to fight for that kind of privilege, because that is privilege. That is a privilege that you have exercised for well over 400 years. It is a privilege that you have forgotten that it was a privilege with the expiration date. But what happens when we say no? And by we, I mean source, because again, I want you to understand. Okay? Source 7-1, and we're not playing. It's funny how by the time I was 16, I understood that in all likelihood, walking right down the street, walked out of that door and got 4 houses down, and it hit me like a ton of rocks. That I'm gonna die in a hail of bullets. See, I was already there. I was already there. I knew this at freaking 16 years old. That in all likelihood I will die in a hail of bullets. I also knew when I was 16 years old that I would be stepping on a whole lot of toes on the way up and out. So here we are. Here we are. And we're not going backwards. I tried that. It don't work. It causes recalcitrance in the enemy. He only sees that as a maneuver that somehow he should take advantage of. Okay? He never sees things like they are. Every inch that you back up, he's gonna try to take the inch. I don't care what it is. He will attack. Man, listen, I'm not here to asperse the enemy. We don't care because nothing matters. You know why nothing matters? Let me explain this to you. I heard a man explain it, and it made sense. I say, well, I I I had a eureka moment. I say, well, damn. So let me break this down. I wish I could call him by name, but these days, to call ones by name could get them killed. It is the type of environment that we've been forced to live in. One of animals and cattle. Man, they can cull the cow whenever they feel like it. Go out and shoot one. Next thing you know, you're floating in gravy and over a bed of rice. And here's the worst part. The rest of the cow are going to act like it didn't even happen. I shit you not. I don't know why. Don't ask me questions. Anyway, we're not going backwards. We can't. We can't. You have decisions to make. Neither am I going to be impoverished and remain where we all know the story. You stole a lot of money. Harris County did, point blank. A lot of money using their own Negroes. Their words, not mine. Well, they didn't say Negroes. They said that we have our own blacks. You have to be careful who you're talking to. And I was nice enough not to say the name of the prosecutor and her background and how she became blah 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 blah. And I could have done that. I could have done that and embarrassed her. Or do you think I'm afraid? Do you think that I owe her that? Based on what? That she used to be the prosecutor that rose up the ranks and became the prosecutor when we know exactly how she got to be the prosecutor. Oh, sultry, sultry. But anyway, that's none of our business. But I showed mercy. I don't have to. I don't care. I mean, anyway, I was on to something. Here's why nothing matters. Nothing matters because everything matters at an equal amount at the very same fucking time. If that is the case, then nothing can matter. Now do you get it? Think, slow down, now think about what I just said. If everything matters at the same time in an equal proportion, then nothing can matter. Are you getting it now? Knock, 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 knock. Are you getting it now? Do that sound like he doesn't care? No, motherfucker. It sounds like he's saying nothing actually matters anymore. It's going to happen. You can't stop it. There's nothing you can do. And act like he do, like it doesn't matter. How does he get over this? Because it doesn't matter. It was expected to happen. The lie was meant to happen. The scenario was meant to happen. And guess what? It still doesn't matter. It's still gonna go the entire distance. Nothing matters. Knock, 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 knock. Knock, knock. Is anybody there? Is anybody there? So that would mean that I would have to create my own reference point, my own point in the spectrum of things to even begin to analyze this nothingness. that everything is meant to happen as it's meant to happen, no matter what. This nothingness is just a bunch of nothingness, and everything is meant to be, so it doesn't matter. Okay? They will squeal, that they will whine, will whine, some will love, some will hate, and this is just how it is. There's 1,000 different scenarios. Who cares? And this is the part you don't get. So when I say that I don't care, you are like, man, he don't care. No, motherfucker, are you hearing me at all? Are you hearing me at all? I don't care like you would not care. I think I said that right. You have your way of not giving a fuck. I have my way of not giving a fuck. And they're not the same thing because we don't have the same positions. Now, spiritually or in life, we don't. So they can't be the same thing. Yet you keep operating through the same spectrum that only that's limited. I mean, that's created in a fashion that's meant to fit your eyes, that you can see. But there's a larger spectrum beyond that, and that's none of your damn business. Am I giving away secrets? Am I trying to educate I mean, it sounds like I'm trying to educate the enemy. It sounds like I'm trying to educate the enemy, which could be to my own detriment here. You get what I'm saying. If everything matters, then nothing matters at all. And you confuse this with all kinds of things. Back to what I was saying earlier. So what did you find offensive today? Because that level where we're at right now, we are going to be there at least a couple of months until I drive the point home that nobody here is special. You ain't going to rule over us anymore. You have to separate, and them people is destroying your ass outside of Judaism in this country. And because of that, every other religion inside of this country has been rendered moot, if not outright destroyed. Did I say something wrong? This is my analysis. This is why, in the face of all of the religions, all of the churches, there are still people dying in the street. You get it now. And here we are again. No one yet has taken me up on this bet. Say, listen, dog, I need $100. I ain't gonna lie. I need $100. We both know. Just give me the $100 then, and I'll go stand up in the cold rain, and we'll act like we made a bet. Stay with me. It's like mutual Omaha, Wild Kingdom. Anyway, you don't get the darkness of the joke, and you don't find the humor in it. So I'm sorry. But you would owe me that $100. And you know it. Not one of you would stop and say, hey, I mean, there's something going on with you. Maybe you need a room and maybe even a hot meal. I mean, what can I do? I don't have a lot of money, but are you hungry? None of that shit's going to happen. Nope. The best that's going to happen is that they call the social worker. I mean, the police. I mean, that's what's going to happen. Are you ashamed of that? Are you ashamed of that? Are you ashamed to reveal your I don't know what to even call it, to reveal, I want to say who you are or what it really is, but not that actually fits. There's one word for it. Damn it. I can't think of it right now. That happens. That happens. In the middle of anyway, that happens. So 5,000 times, it's got to be. Okay, 4,000. No, we're going to stick to 5,000. Sometimes 22, 23, 25 times in one night. I be playing with them. What are you trying to do? Okay, maybe I should help you out. Maybe I should help your dumbasses out. Maybe one spirit ought to hop in the left leg, and one spirit ought to hop in the right leg, and one should help hop in the left arm, and one should hop in the right arm, And then y'all can figure out who gonna work the noggin, and y'all can get this machine working. Or in the alternative, I can act like I'm possessed, and you just some kind of way direct me to what you want me to do, and then that way everybody wins. Everybody wins. There's the horns again. Look at that. Look at that. These demons. You would swear to God that I hit a wasp nest with a rock or hornets. I think they hornets this time. Now, this has to. Who did I offend? Who did I offend? The spirits or the demons? The spirits or the demons? And the horns are the represent. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. It's the plantation. But we're not near no swamp. I'm not gonna just disappear and you can say the alligators ate me. That's not gonna happen. And what's the problem? What is the problem? I mean, everybody knows. What is the see? And this is the part that I can't get. I can't figure this out. You have massive numbers, a massive ratio of fighters here. I mean, I'm surprised that I'm not shaking in my boots. I look out there and I see an ocean. Damn. I mean, I don't see an inch of ground that's not covered by either standing bodies or their shadows. Okay? Against a third and 20%. Yet, look what's happening. Look what's happening. Look what's happening. They bend, they fold. They bend and they fold. Or they try to kill a nigga. Well, they kill a lot of people, man. A lot of people. And they're gonna kill a lot more people too. I'm pretty much damn sure of it. That's not the point. The point of what I was saying is there can only be one. One. It ain't gonna that's the point of it. It will be challenged. If you are offended, consult your God. Again, you're not gonna blame us. Take some responsibility. Your God should be standing up for you as my God stands up for me. He ready to go at all times. Lord, please cover me. And do I still got my job? Because they will test you. And I don't know what my boundaries is here. And I long ago, anyway, bear with me. Keep me covered. Keep me covered even when you find me slightly off kilter. Or you feel that I'm the one running rogue. Either way, let's just hope I just keep my job, okay? Let's all hope I'm the best he's got. And that's what I'm banking on. You don't have a replacement and I'm the best he's got. At least that's what they tell me. That's why he picked me. But I also qualified some things. I said, God, Father, you know that I'm going to do bad things. You know how much of a wretch I am and all the things I've seen and done and had done unto to me. All of it equal enough to me being quite the wretch. I mean, I've even been violent. And I mean, Lord, I will not embarrass you by telling these people how much of a wretch I was. I will not do it. I ain't gonna embarrass myself either, because you're not worth it. It's not like it's gonna help you. It's not like you're gonna find some inspiration. The devil is gonna say, how did we let him get away? We almost had him. All we had to do, here's where we went wrong. Okay. But there are no second chances. So I make jokes about the spirits and the demons and they all get upset. Why? No, we come to do battle. You have put out there that through your system of dark force understandings, and by the way, while we're on this dark force stuff, you tell that lady she should spend a lot of money in keeping her name and likeness out of the feed. The feed is putting her out there as the top. She don't understand the gravity of the situation. So that's strike two. That's strike two. She should talk to her handlers. Talk to them. Don't put you in that kind of a fucking position. You can stay off the, just stay out of the flashing lights a minute. We'll get to you. No need to make it just happen. And then we'll have to target everything fucking around you. Everybody out there taking pictures, holding up cell phones, we shall be trying to hurt them too. All of them, whether they wearing tuxedos or the ones serving the hors d'oeuvres. We shall not care. Shit, I seen one party where they had the naked lady in a big ass wine glass. I say, well, I'll be damned. I mean, who puts a naked lady in a wine glass on full display? At least you had a leg crossed. Woof. I'm sure that throughout the course of the night, they opened at least a couple of times. And they all laughed. Anyway, that's me just fantasizing. Demons, don't be mad. I have no business with you. Devil spirits, don't be mad. I have no real business with you. I keep telling to you, we still gonna do what we do though. Okay? End of discussion. Some of them will jump ship. You should allow them. Those who you didn't have a right to fuck with, you should probably let them go. Because you absolutely had no right. They didn't choose like the rest of them had already chosen through years and years and years of fucking up. I mean, babies. Now we got a problem. Now we got business. Now we have business. Why? God loves babies. And by proxy, every black family in this country. And not to mention them other people, them damn Gentiles. Man, everybody else, if you have a problem bringing the Gentiles along, blame Noah. Blame Noah. Everything was cool and fucking black until Noah's sons went out there and met this group and that group and brought them back and said, they cool. They cool. And that led to the gospel. They given them a doorway into our affairs. That shit. And now all of a sudden, I mean, what are you requesting? That I see your humanity and your infallibility and understand that mankind sometimes make mistakes? I would do that, but I see organization. I see organization. I see step-by-step planning. I see connections. I see organizational membership. I see understandings. I see an entire belief system that's not of my own. So once again, what would you have me do? Act like that's not there? Act like you'll do that? Do we have a problem? We'll raise the stakes. And don't forget the final quiver or the final arrow in your quiver. It will be your last one. I promise you that. And then we'll move forward anyway. Good luck, gentlemen. Good luck. But till you make right, get some good faith in the game, I'm gonna try to hurt you and hurt you bad. Not just you, but like I warned you, everything around you, the entirety of the social structure and social order, I will destroy. If we're not at war, he's gearing up for war. Of course I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. A big one. A big one. One that maybe out there's one righteous enough to kill my ass. It's going to take a righteous man to kill me. Is there one out there? Is there one out there? Or maybe you can use your standard of righteousness. Is there one out there? And I've grown tired. We're going to cut this one short. Let's not take this one any further. Don't. Okay? You've done enough. You might want to try to fix some of it. You might want to, or you can sit your dumb asses there as the mayor, as the prosecutor, as Mister and Mister and Mister and Mrs. and judge, and think that I'm not gonna try to rip your spines out in front of your family members, in front all it's just gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. So if you had enough organizational skills to organize what you clearly organize, starting with your police officers, you you see the theft, and I know you do as the fucking police officers who looked at the files because you were curious and you've seen it with your own damn eyes. And yet, and yet, you act as though it's not even there. Like that's not our business. I mean, that's already how I don't know what to tell each other. But you have no more credibility because of it. None. None. You may as well have stole it yourself. See? You may as well have done it yourself. That's how it is now. It's not just you. It ain't nothing about your uniform or you personally. No, this is war. There are multiple soldiers at multiple levels doing multiple things. Are you that special? Are you that special? Trust me, you're not. On this battlefield, the sergeant dies, the private dies, the specialist dies, first sergeant die. They all die. They all freaking die. None of them are special until they get back on their base and the bullets aren't flying, and now all of a sudden I'm specialist, I'm sergeant. But out there on that battlefield, a lot of that shit go quickly by the wayside. But are you special? Are you special? So you don't have to hear the truth. This is the truth. And I know you know it. And again, this determination that I know it and fuck him too. Well, eventually, I'm forced to say fuck you back, because ain't no punk in me. Ain't no emasculation in me. And that's like telling God, screw him too. Now I'm going to have to cut you. Because anything that gets between me and what I believe, and me and the Father and what he wants, well, guess what? Would have done better to just do the ultimate thing, because it's going to happen. And that's where we are now. That's where we are now. You have chosen a lifestyle for me. That's what it seems like. You've chosen it for me. And this is what it's going to be. And I keep saying, well, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to hurt you. And you just like the people in the damn prison yard that I was telling they are the dumbass. I'm not staying here. I'm going to escape. I'm not staying here. Just to give us a chance to work with you. I don't want your counseling. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to eat your breakfast. I don't like your classes. I'm telling you, I'm going to leave here. Man, but in their head, well, they all say that in their heads, don't they? See, but you're just like them. Did you look that up? It happened. Wasn't I smart about that? Wasn't I smart about that? Do y'all know any other people alive who freaking escaped prison? Well, now you know one. Now you know one. Ain't that something? My life already has been legendary. I'm going to leave a story, no matter how it ends. I'm going to leave a story. But that's not what's important here. What's important here is that you understand how we got to where we are. And then you keep showing me how much reach you have and how much intelligence you have. And, you know, the gangster in me I just can't overlook that, because you've already proven how willing you are to commit acts of violence against my personhood. 6 times. 6 times. I'm going to destroy them, though. Oh, yes, I'm going to destroy them. I'm going to destroy an entire hotel. You wait and see now, Papa. You wait and see, Bubba. I was going to show y'all. I'm going to destroy the father. I'm going to destroy the son. I'm going to destroy the uncle. I'm going to destroy the father's son. And I'm going to destroy his new wife, that hopefully by the time I get to them, they even have a new baby. You understand? Do you understand where we are now? And you made this happen. You're not going to select a lifestyle for me. You're not going to make it stick. You don't understand. And like I said before, the question was never if you're going to do something. It's how much pain you can take. And clearly, you can't take any. I've only just started. You can't take any. So with that being said, why don't you just find my motherfucking money and leave us the fuck alone? I don't care how you do it. Donate it, make it look like a donation, drop it in a bucket, send it in the mail, pass a bucket around. Yeah. And now he feels obligated to say fuck you and your wife and your child and probably your niece and maybe even your nephew and cousin. Most definitely your grandfather. Most definitely his ass. Most definitely him. So that's where we are now. That's where we are. That's the level it's going to be. Politically, I said what I said. I'm going to bash their head against the proverbial wall until I beat the black off of them. I'm going to beat the black off of them. Or they're going to step to the front and say, we got the message and we confess we are not black. We are not black. We don't have the black experience. We have our own experience, and we're going to step aside and let you guys lead each other. Otherwise, there will be blood because we don't care about her or him or him or him or their families, as they have proven they don't care a rat's ass about our families. These are the standards you set. You set. And you can't take no pain. You can't. You don't even want this fight to get the first shots fired. You don't. You don't. You really, really don't. So why don't you do some different shit? But impoverishing me, like, here's a short story. Here's an example of how much money. Now, here's an example. I was owed $17,000 by the government. Now, in my mind, 17,000, shit, 10,000 down on some land, go buy me a nice 6 to 7 months later, 8 months later. In fact, they were trying to even keep and fucking prolong that. And then the last installment, I had to go down there 4 or 5 times and write a letter and prove to them that I needed my own money. And guess who they were? All of them looked just like me. But what was different is that I know they all have different gods and they belong to secret organizations that I consider principalities worthy of smashing. So, once again, if that hadn't happened, you wouldn't be here. But look at the motivation. Why? Because they can't win, so they call in a friend. These are their words, not mine, sir. Not mine. Corral your Negroes and straighten yourself out. And we have this situation here. It's not going to stand. You're not going to take that much money and say, nigga, you're going to be poor. This is just your life. No, no, no. You've done that with every black man this side of the Mississippi since the beginning. No, this one has kind of escaped the plantation, went somewhere else and came back worse than Harriet Tubman, and he won his shit. He won his shit. Period. Or I'm going to destroy shit. I will take it out of your hands or out of your ass. This really is like that. out of your hands or out of your ass. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I am Source. I am 7. I am 1. And don't forget, the bashing will start soon, because guaranteed, they're gonna say the wrong thing. I promise you. They're going to, because they have no choice. You're gonna make sure of it. In no way that can they say anything positive about black people or black men specifically. In fact, they can't even say black man. Keep that in mind, sir. It's more than just a gambit. It's more than just a gambit. Good luck. Again, I am Source. I am 7. I am 1.